it just kind of came through me, and I wrote it pretty quickly. And
what's it called?
It's called Love One Another. Yeah.
I feel really honored.
What a concept.
Hi, welcome back to Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist. I want to thank everybody who's supported the podcast so far for being here and welcome new listeners. And I just want to talk a little bit about what's happening in this country in particular. There's a lot going on in the world, and we are seeing events take place that I've never seen in my lifetime. It's beyond difficult. It's upsetting to turn on the news. I hope that you all stay as engaged as you possibly can. Resist when you can, when you're safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I want to share that one of the ways that I take care of myself is through movies and music and silly, stupid TV shows, things that kind of take me out of my head. So I'm really excited to introduce our guest today because he is a musician, a true artist who melds art, politics, and activism and leaves us with hope, which I think is something that is special to artists and why they're so crucial in times of crisis. So get out there, protest, take care of yourselves and each other, and please help me in welcoming my guest, a musician who released his first studio album this year, Songs in the Key of Love. This is Jake Wesley Rogers. We are going to talk about growing up in Missouri as a queer kid, his love of musicians that I love, Joni Mitchell, Cyndi Lauper, Brandi Carlile, Elton John. And I can't even believe this is happening, but he is singing a song for us here in the studio. And I'm just so honored. So please welcome Jake Wesley Rogers. Jake Wesley Rogers, thank you so much for being here. This is a real pleasure today. I'm excited.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited that we have a guitar in the room.
Me too.
I can't wait for what that brings.
Are you dropping hints?
I mean, not yet. Well, first I want to say we met in Nashville in 2021. Mm-hmm. You were doing the Red Bull Sound Clash.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I met you that day because we did a photo shoot and we all got dressed up in Jake Wesley Rogers style
Wait, really?
clothing. You were there for a minute.
Wow.
Oh, and you were doing tarot card readings.
I was doing tarot card readings.
Yeah.
That definitely happened.
And I was like, who is this ethereal angel sitting on the floor?
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. But so that was our first meeting. So we've known each other a while.
Yeah, we really have actually. Yeah. And we've consistently seen each other over the years. It's just so sweet. It's been so nice getting to know you.
It's likewise. I mean, last time was at the GLAAD Awards.
GLAAD Awards.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure. So very happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. I like to start because things are really wild in the world. Mm-hmm. It's a wild time. So I start by asking, how are you?
That's so sweet. Yeah. I think I'm okay. I've been staying informed, and it's really, I think, hard not to go to complete panic because it just makes my nervous system feel so crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm really grateful for music right now, and being able to create it. Because I feel like I have a place to put the worry and angst and fear and, all those feelings. And so I don't know, I feel like the songs are kind of the world is playing into the songs right now for me. So I think that's how I'm staying afloat. And I have some really great people in my life. So
good. We need that. You need support and the arts. That's really, when things get dark, artists go to work.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's kind of like showing showing up for work.
Yes.
Yeah.
But showing up when it's like really a hard time to do so. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just grateful I get to do it.
Yeah. Well, we are grateful for it. We're going to get to your album, In the Key of Love, which you released in 2025, your first full-length studio album, which is incredible.
Thank you.
And I do just want to kind of ask right now, how does that feel to have it out in the world after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was kind of a wild journey because I've released a lot of music. I've been releasing music since I was like 15.
How many EPs do you have? Many
who knows?
EPs.
Literally, who knows? And there's ones that aren't even on Spotify. You know, there were many EPs that led to the first album, and so I feel like I've already kind of released projects, but this album was just a completely different like adventure for me, and to be really intentional like about an album, like in the way that I love albums, like when they were made, like to be enjoyed from beginning to end as kind of like a journey.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a story.
It's a story. So I had just a lot of fun telling that story.
Yeah. What is your favorite album in terms of being a holistic story?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a really hard question.
I know.
That's a really hard question. This might throw everyone for a curveball. Did I say that right? This is a curveball.
Okay.
The album that Leonard Cohen released the week he died. I love Leonard Cohen.
Yeah.
And Joni. They're kind of my like top two.
Of course.
I don't know who's number one. They're kind of equal in my brain, but but Leonard Cohen, he made this album knowing he was dying, and he put it out, and I really, you know, when I listen to it, I'm like, okay, I really respect this person as like a lyricist, as, you know, a creative, as kind of a prophet. And this is what he wanted to leave us with, you know? And so it might sound morbid, but it really helps me. It actually kind of uplifts me.
I know Leonard Cohen. I know many songs by Leonard Cohen, but I don't know his entire catalog.
Yeah.
What is the name of the album?
The one that came out, there's also two. I won't talk about Leonard Cohen for too much. Because his son, there's an album that came out 4 years after he died that his son finished.
Okay.
That one's called Thanks for the Dance. You Want It Darker. That's the album that came out the week he died. You Want It Darker. I recommend it.
Okay.
It's intense.
Yeah. I can do it. I can do intense.
But the world's intense.
Yeah, I can do that. We're also going to get to this. Okay. You toured this summer, opening for the great Cyndi Lauper. What have you been doing since then?
Well, there was definitely like a month or two where I just kind of like floated on a cloud after just being able to do that because it was so much fun. Yeah. It was a really, really, really fun tour. I mean, it was named The Girls Just Want to Have Fun Tour, but the girls really did have fun.
We love when the girls have fun.
The girls had absolute fun. And so writing out of that, I've been writing new music.
Good.
Kind of like that's kind of, I wake up and I do my little thing and then I write music and record it.
Good.
Yeah.
So do you stick to a schedule?
No, not at all. I try.
Yeah.
That's aspirational.
It is aspirational. Yeah. Agreed, as a writer. Like, well, I had the best of intentions.
Yeah, there's always intentions, but I do create every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're a big tea drinker.
Huge.
Yeah. I'd love to hear about your tea ritual.
Wow. I feel like I'm getting ready. I'm being able to give all my niche information away.
Well, honestly, keep what you need to yourself.
No, I love it. I love it. I love tea. I love the ritual of it.
Yeah.
I went to Ireland when I was 20, and Ireland, England, tea is obviously a lot more common, and so I just started drinking it, and now I'm kind of to the point where I'm like, I know too much about tea, and like I order it. That's like the single source, like directly from a farmer in China. Like it's a lot these days, but I still love tea.
And that could leave room for disappointment. When you become that.
I know. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Of course.
A T-bitch. I'm a T-bitch. Totally a T-bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a coffee bitch.
I think that's great.
Yeah. Like truly.
I think that's great.
You have to have your things. So we are talking this week. It's the Grammy Awards. Do you have any Grammy plans?
I'm going to a monastery this weekend.
That is,
to be completely honest,
perfect.
Which might be the opposite of the Grammys.
Where is the monastery?
It's in Big Sur. Yeah.
It sounds incredible. Yeah. And do you have to do a silent?
Yeah, you have to be silent. But it's self-guided. Like you just you're just in silence. I've been going to a couple monasteries a year the last like 5 years, just for a weekend of like silence. Yeah.
So you're silent. Do you hike?
Yeah, there is hiking there. I usually read quite a bit. I try to go to all the monk services because they chant. And I love chanting. And I just find it really peaceful. And yeah, it's just kind of like the first time I did it when I was in my early 20s, it was like hell. Like I realized that I didn't like myself and I didn't like hanging out with myself because it was so excruciating to be alone with myself. Yeah. And then over time, it's usually kind of a gauge of how I'm doing as a human too. Because when I land there, it's like, I know like whatever's going on is going to reveal itself to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny because I live alone with my cat and I talk to my cat and myself all day long. And so now I'm thinking, maybe I should try some silence.
I mean,
yeah,
it affects everyone differently, but I've just come to really crave it.
Yeah.
Kind of as just a reset.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I love
that's what I'm doing for the Grammys.
I love that for your Grammys weekend. That sounds perfect, actually.
Best new monk.
Yes. Our chanting, So I have arrived at my central question of this podcast.
Okay.
Which is kind of born out of the moment that I went viral, which was where I was trying to ask about, how politics and art intersect. And so, Jake, what is your defying gravity? The piece of music, TV, literature that has been with you throughout your life and possibly changes over time?
That's a really great question.
Thank you.
And I love that question.
Thank you.
I'm holding space for that question too. Because it's a big question.
Yeah, it's a big question. Yeah.
Oh my God. It has to be.
It can be a movie, TV, book, song, album.
I'm going to pick a crazy answer.
Yeah, please.
You're going to laugh at first, but then I'm going to defend myself.
Defend it.
I think it's SpongeBob.
Okay. All right. Tell me why.
I know that's so silly.
You're the first SpongeBob I've gotten.
I'm the first SpongeBob. Well, I was a little kid and it was like my first kind of cartoon, and obviously I just loved it because it's very entertaining and it's funny. But as I've gotten older and thought about SpongeBob, and sometimes I watch it, it's the story of this like kind of benevolent, pure being who's like a fry cook, which is what society looks down upon the most.
Right.
It's always like, if you don't, go to school, you're just going to work at McDonald's. It's like a slur,
right.
Or it's derogatory to be someone that does that. And then you find out later on, he doesn't even get paid for his job. He just does it because he loves it.
Yeah.
And he's kind of just this like reminder of like, this world is set up in a way that I think makes many of us feel very small. And like, this is so silly, but like, I feel like SpongeBob knows he's small, but like he also knows like he knows how to be a good friend, and he knows how to like be silly and be adventurous and all of those things. So that's my answer.
I love it. And he's cooking food, which is, there's nothing more kind of personal.
People. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Than feeding someone.
Yeah. Saint SpongeBob.
Do you have a SpongeBob tattoo?
I don't. I probably should get one. I have an Oscar Wilde tattoo. I was going to say Oscar Wilde. He'd probably be my second answer. Yeah. And then I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
Those are my other two, but I won't go into those.
Okay. I mean, feel free if you would like.
No, it's okay.
All right. I love the SpongeBob answer. That's a beautiful answer.
Oh.
Thank you. And probably relatable.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's fun to be just, I feel like, especially in times like this, it's so easy to be so dark because it is so dark. But I think I think they win when we stop shining.
Exactly.
You know,
That's
they
right.
win when we like start to like make it harder to be ourselves
And make ourselves smaller.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what SpongeBob
That's why I'm wearing
reminds me.
sparkly boots.
I love them.
Yeah. Oh, good. I did put them on with you in mind.
Oh,
Like a little nod to some glam.
That's really sweet. I love the glam.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
I'm in my rustic broken sweater era, but
I love it with the purple and the. You mentioned a school photo earlier, and I was like, yeah, you do. You look a little like a schoolboy.
I do kind of like a schoolboy that got in a fight.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I want to go back and talk a little bit about your background. You grew up in Missouri and surrounded by religion, and a lot of your art has religious iconography. And would you talk a little bit about growing up as a queer boy for those who aren't familiar, because I know you've spoken about it before, but growing up as a queer boy in Missouri who's also religious?
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely an interesting backdrop.
Yes.
My family wasn't, they weren't like diehard Christians. I mean, we grew up, we went to Methodist church, and I feel like Methodist, there's always like one lesbian in the church, and you know, like one lesbian couple, like even in the Ozarks, which was
probably
comfort.
more than one.
Well, in Ozark, Missouri, you know?
Yes.
And I always like remember seeing that and like it just making me really happy as a young kid.
Yeah.
But my family wasn't really dogmatic, but obviously the town I was in and the state in general was. And I didn't really care that much about religion. I think because I just found it really boring. It just felt like there wasn't any life in it. Like, you know, I didn't feel anything at it. And then, but in high school I started singing, and this is kind of a long story, but my ex-boyfriend's dad was a pastor, and he started a church, and I started singing in it. And I really, I liked that because I already played music, but I liked singing for like a higher purpose, you know?
I love that you kind of got your way to singing in church via a queer relationship.
I know. It's really phenomenal. And it was a phenomenal story. Like, and to have a safe place to kind of do that. And in that area was pretty rare too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all that to be said, I think just being from a place where in general you don't really feel safe to be who you are, it's like, it's a lot. And I know there's so many people in this country and world going through that.
Yeah.
And my heart is just open and breaking for that, you know?
Yeah.
It's a reality.
Yeah. It's difficult for a lot of queer kids now.
Yeah.
All kinds of people.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to go back a minute and then ask you when you started your journey with music.
Oh, when I was very young, my mom was a rock and roll DJ.
What was the station? Do you remember?
She was on a station called The Rock in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And then growing up, she was kind of more in management and programming. So anyway, I grew up going to like so many concerts. And I just like always blew my mind, and I always just wanted to be like doing that. Specifically just wanted to be performing. So I did a lot of theater. Like that was kind of my first way to get on the stage.
Musical theater? What was your first role?
My first role was in Cinderella when I was 5. And I was the baker, and I had the first line of the show, and it was, "Get your fresh bread right from the baker's oven." And then my part was over. So it was exciting because I was the first one, but then
quickly, but
then
then that was it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I like did Peter Pan and Godspell, like all, you know, just these.
Oh, wait. What did you sing in Godspell?
I was Jesus.
I was in Godspell in high
Really?
school, and I sang Day by Day.
Oh, that's the best song.
I mean, it's the easiest song, but it's the one that everybody remembers.
It's such a good song. I like want to start singing right now. No, that show, Godspell, is like
Oh, God.
so incredible. It's such an incredible show.
I had my first gay relationship because of that show.
Wow, see?
We were so close in the cast.
Ways that religion is bringing queer people together.
Exactly.
Rare examples.
Exactly. The cast was so close. And
Wow.
Also By My Side. What a song.
Oh, I like, if you texted me any day, I'm like, hey, do you want to watch Godspell? I would like come over.
I'm going to do that.
I love Godspell.
Do you like cats?
The musical?
No, the animal. Because I have a cat. If you come over, I have a cat.
In the musical world still. Because I do like cats musical. I'm allergic to cats, but
okay.
But I'm fine if I don't like touch them.
Okay.
But I like cats. Like it's sad that I sneeze so much around them.
Okay. Well.
But I think they're incredible creatures.
All right. Well, we'll have you over. Okay. I'll give you a Benadryl.
Great.
I also like Cats the musical. So
yeah. That I could probably talk for the next 45 minutes about.
Oh.
But we'll save it. We don't need to talk about Cats the musical.
We'll save it. So a few years ago, you moved, because I met you in Nashville. You were living there. Mm-hmm. You moved from Nashville to LA. Mm-hmm. And I really love the spirit of the musicians there, like Allison Russell and all these folks who are really fighting against the tyranny there.
Amazing.
And I just wonder what it's been like for you to move from Nashville, where things are even worse, and then coming to LA.
Yeah, I love living in Nashville. I went to college there. I began, being a full-time artist
in
Nashville, and so I have a lot of love for it. And most of my band is from Nashville still, so. But I was definitely ready, I think, to get out of the South. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where you grew up.
Yeah, I think I was in LA. I never really felt drawn to growing up. Like I always want to live in New York. Like I always thought New York was like way cooler, but LA I've really, really, really grown to love. And I didn't expect it.
Yeah, what is it about LA that you love?
I mean, it's such a peculiar place. Mm-hmm. Like, it's also like 50 cities in one.
Right.
Every part is so different. And it doesn't seem like it could all fit, but it kind of does. And I also just love how creative it is. Yeah. I think a lot of them, so many people move here because they're extremely creative people. Mm. And when you get all that together, it's really magical and interesting.
Right. And across industries too.
And across industries, yeah. So I think those are the things I really love.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to pivot a little bit. You've spoken pretty openly. You had some health issues a couple of years ago and surgery. Mm-hmm. And you're doing well now.
Yeah. A lot better.
Would you talk a little bit about kind of coming back from that and what it was like maybe being forced to have to slow down?
Yeah, it was definitely an extreme, forceful slowdown.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to put out my album that fall, and then I have Crohn's disease, which is a autoimmune disease, and basically makes your guts really inflamed.
Yeah.
And if the inflammation is too chronic, then it can lead to a lot of pain, blockages. I won't get too much in the weeds, but long story short, the inflammation got really, really bad and it ruptured. So that was not something I would recommend to anyone.
No.
But it did. It stopped me for about 4 months was total stop. Because I had to have a few surgeries. So there was 4 months between the first one and the last one.
Right.
And coming back from that, I like to think that something like that would change my life for the better. Mm-hmm. It definitely made mortality feel way more real. Just thinking about with something like this, you do die unless you get medical attention. So just thinking about the reality of like being able to go to a hospital and like how everything obviously was awful, but like everything kind of lined up where I would be okay, you know?
Yeah.
So I have a much deeper appreciation for living now and why I'm an artist, like what it's for, you know? Because I think the downside of a place like LA is you really think that it's for attention and for power and money and popularity. But I really think that gets in the way of people actually using their real gifts. It definitely got in the way of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard not to, because it's kind of the system we're in. You know?
It's the system, and you've got to keep, you got to kind of stay on top. And I mean, I always feel like I feel like I'm hustling all the time, and I'm like, I am too old to hustle.
2026, we stop hustling.
Like, can I just do the things I like and I'm good at? And, but well, thank you for sharing that.
No,
story.
I understand. I think a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah.
But I like to go to the natural world when that's why I go to the monastery. I like to be in nature, and I feel like trees, this is so silly to say, but trees just remind me that like you can't, like all trees start out small, and they like if they live and survive, they're very big, but you don't like get to go from small to big. It takes years and years and years and years. And so I like to kind of think about artistry and musicianship like in that way. It's like I get to grow slowly over time.
I love that. Yeah. I think that's also partially what's kind of nice about LA too, is that unlike New York, I mean, you can be in a canyon in a short amount of time if you need to kind of retreat.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful, like the places you can just drive to in the States, so wild.
Did you make a pilgrimage to Laurel Canyon when you first moved here?
Oh yeah. Well, I have a really good friend who moved there. Yeah. And he's like 4 houses down from Joni's house. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Well, I think you can. I think it's public knowledge. But anyway, I just every time I'm there, I'm like, when I drive by, I just like I look up. And I'm like, I don't think she. I'm not sure. I think she might own it. I don't even know if it's like empty or something. But it's just like so much happened in that house. Like,
but where she once was,
Crosby, Stills, and Nash first sang together in that house.
Of course,
according to legend. You know, it's like it's history. Yeah. It's really interesting to me.
Mama Cass was probably there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
I love it. I loved that Brandi Carlile did that concert in Loke.
That was one of the greatest moments of my whole life.
So trippy.
Yeah. That was one of the greatest moments of my whole life. I never thought I'd be able to see Joni.
Yeah.
And seeing her at the Hollywood Bowl was just like, I mean, that's what it means, I feel like, to have this long, beautiful, deep career. And now she's like on the other side of it and gets to see like how much it means to people. Right. It's really beautiful.
It really is. And the people who come to celebrate Joni.
Totally. Yeah. It's so personal.
Speaking of, well, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself because I got into the Joni of it all. But I do want to talk about In the Key of Love, your debut studio album. And would you chat with me about the process of making that album? You know, obviously from songwriting, and where did you record it? And,
kind of all over. I mean, it started in it started at Bernie Taupin's piano. It's like a really long story.
Jake.
It's a really long story. It's like a super long story. And then I finished writing it at Abbey Road in London. And then a lot of it was recorded in Nashville. But a lot of it was recorded in LA. I think those are all the places.
But I'm sorry, I can't get over Bernie Taupin's piano.
It's a pretty fun story.
Well, please
share. Do we have time for it?
I think so, yeah. I think we need to know. Yeah.
It's not that long. Well, I was playing a festival a few years ago, and backstage afterwards, this woman came up to me and she had seen my show, and she was like, my best friend in the world just bought Bernie Taupin's ranch and his piano's still there.
And we should say Bernie, for people who don't know, Bernie Taupin is Elton John's longtime, forever lyricist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he wrote lyrics to every Elton John song for the most part.
Yeah.
Largely has been Bernie. And, you know, at first when she told me, I was like, oh, that could be, you know, I wasn't like, I don't know. I wasn't too eager, but then I thought about it more. I was like, no, I should go there and write. Like, you know, someone's inviting me just to go see it. And I would just be alone up there. So, and I was really eager. I was really trying to go deeper in my music and art. And a few days, I was going to go alone. And a few days before, I thought of my friend, Mike Sabbath, who's a producer. And I just called him out of the blue. And I didn't really know him that well at that point. We had written together a couple times. And I was like, hey, I'm going to Bernie Taupin's ranch in like 2 days. You want to go? And he's like, yeah.
Yes.
And so we went and we like got to the ranch. And am I allowed to talk about mushrooms on here? Okay.
You can talk about whatever. I mean, we believe in the First Amendment here, Jake.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for that reframe. So the plan was we were going to there was a beautiful pool. It was like in July and it was like in the desert. So it was just really beautiful. We were alone on this big ranch and we were going to swim in the pool, do a little mushrooms. And
I mean, it's compulsory when you're in the desert.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So then, and then play the piano at night and just like try to write something. And anyway, so we have this beautiful day. Him and I have this great experience on mushrooms. And we had been in the house before, but there was a cleaning person in there. And then it was time to, you know, do what we came there to do, which is sit at this piano and try to write a song. And we go to try to open the door and it's locked. And we realized
that you're on mushrooms and you can't get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I realized I was like, oh my God, these people invited me out here to play this piano. And all I have done is swam in their pool and done drugs. So then.
But that's rock and roll.
So then we hang out a little bit longer and we're okay, maybe we should just drive home. So maybe an hour or two later, we decide to leave because the sun's setting. And something just tells me to check the door one more time. And we did. And somehow it was open, even though I don't know how. And it really was locked. I wasn't just tripping. It was locked. And we walk in and we're both like, wow. And then we sit down at the piano and just kind of immediately start playing. And then the line of the title of the song, so many sad songs in the key of love, just kind of came out. And I kind of looked at it. And that's kind of how the journey began. It was I just want to go on this deep journey musically and document it. So that's kind of what it is.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Joelle, have you ever done mushrooms in the desert?
Not in the desert.
What about in the ocean?
No, ocean is dangerous. I'm not doing ocean.
Yeah,
I've never done hallucinogens. I feel like I'd be like Jenny and Forrest Gump if I did.
Mountains is cute.
Which ones?
Mountains, countryside.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has to be nature though. That's
okay.
I think you just do you.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll see.
If it calls to you, maybe you can decide, but
who knows?
Definitely don't force it.
Yeah. It might be the best thing for me. I don't know.
No, only you know.
only you know. Would you talk a little bit about Hot Gospel? What a fun song.
Oh, thank you.
And I love how, it kind of challenges traditional beliefs in this really sexy, fun way.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to call out the line, the Missouri in me calls it God, the God in me calls it me.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible line. Would you talk about that?
Yeah, I actually wrote that 2 days after this Bernie story.
Oh.
I was just writing a lot of the time and meeting new producers and collaborators. And I showed up to my friend Dallas's house and he just started playing that piano line. And I had woken up from a dream 2 weeks before and I wrote down Hot Gospel from my dream. I don't know what the dream was, but I just remember I wrote down Hot Gospel and I was like, that's a really interesting word or phrase. So that's what inspired the song. And Yeah, I mean the line, I grew up in an environment that kind of told me what God was.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a large part of my adult life has been trying to figure out what God is to me and like what it all means, which is very existential, but it's what I spend a lot of my time thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know if you ever get the answer.
Oh, I don't think there is an answer.
There isn't
That's
an
what I'm
answer.
finding.
That's the searching.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like Joni saying, I really don't know life at all. It's like we can say we know these things, but then she's like, no, I don't know it.
I really don't know life at all.
No one may know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost got choked up when you just said that line from Joni.
I know. It's such a great song.
Because you kind of reframed it for me.
Mm.
Because I know it so well.
Right.
It's from both sides now.
Oh, it was when she re-recorded it.
The jazz version.
Yeah, with the orchestra in I think the early 2000s.
Yep.
And you hear this very different voice because it's this smoky voice. And the song she wrote, I think she was 23 or 24.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying, I really don't know life at all from kind of a youth's perspective.
Right.
Which is true. Like, when you're young, you're figuring it out. You don't know what it is. But then you hear her kind of on the other side of that, singing it. And it's just like, oh no.
Stop you in your tracks.
Yeah, it's so powerful. I have to be careful when I listen to it because it'll just make me cry.
I haven't listened to the jazz album, like the re-recordings in a while, like A Case of You.
Oh.
I can't,
No. The most pain I've ever been in, and as I told you, I have ruptured, so I've been in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
The most pain I've ever been in.
We don't want that.
Was one other time I did mushrooms and listened to A Case of You. It was, I
feel that.
It was the scariest thing I'd ever experienced.
No,
it's
I feel
so
that.
sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Yeah.
I mean.
Joni,
yes. Well, so I have a question in a minute about her, but first I need to talk about the fact that you joined Cyndi Lauper on the final leg of her final tour ever.
Yeah.
Would you talk about your relationship to her music and how it evolved from performing with her? Because I did read, and maybe I'm wrong, but that you're a younger person, your first introduction was through Glee.
It was. I mean,
which is valid.
Glee. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, Glee happened when I was in 6th grade, which is pretty phenomenal because obviously,
it's a big deal.
I mean, it was a very novel TV show and like what it was talking about, and like it was showing queerness. It was showing like kind of complex issues, mainstream, and obviously there's a lot of. Going back and watching them, it can be harrowing. But
I'll just say, for an adult who, when I came out, there was nothing.
There was nothing.
There was not one thing on TV. I really loved Glee. I have a thing for I know people are over coming out stories, but I was really into shows about young people coming out because I never had it, and Glee was important to me because of it. Yeah. And also I'm a musical theater kid.
I know. And I downloaded all the soundtracks and so that's how I heard True Colors for one of the first times. But I had a moment with Cyndi Lauper before that. I was watching American Idol.
Oh.
And she played the dulcimer like Joni. And I think she did True Colors, or maybe it was Time After Time. But I just remember being like, that was cool,
Yeah.
It's just 10 years old. So then I in high school, I really got into Cyndi Lauper, her actually singing it, not Glee. And I was really into vinyl at the time. So I went, I got She's So Unusual, and I got True Colors and just listened through her, and I have
her catalog.
Yeah, I just always had a really deep appreciation for her music because it's so subtly political. It's like Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It is when she sings it, and the way she sings it now, she adds Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Rights. And that's a song that's also transformed and kind of stood the test of time. And then True Colors is, I think,
it's a queer anthem.
One of the best queer anthems ever written.
And on that album, she has a song, Blue Boy.
Exactly.
About HIV/AIDS.
I know. No, she's been an ally since the beginning.
And then Sally's Pigeons.
Sally's Pigeons
is about, is it about abortion?
It's about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. She's so inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your relationship like?
Well, I call her Aunt Cyndi, which I like.
Cute. Yeah.
I don't remember how that happened, but she got me a salt lamp on tour. She was like, I'm not going to do a Cyndi Lauper impersonation, but she's like, I walked by her dressing room. It looked kind of sad. And
it was kind of sad.
She got me a salt lamp. And yeah, it's so nice to have her like as a friend and someone I know, because she's so inspiring. And
well, and she started the True Colors Foundation.
Yeah, she's done so much advocacy and work and fundraising. And yeah, she's just so cool. And I got to sing with her like every night, and that was just like just the best. She kind of
did you do
wrestled.
Money Changes Everything?
Yeah, we did Money Changes Everything. I love that song.
That song
is that song.
One of my favorites of all time.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I was there at the bowl on the final night.
Oh.
So incredible. John Legend, SZA, Cher.
I mean, come on.
But Joni came out and sang Carrie with Cyndi.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Who's covered it before.
Yeah.
So you met Joni.
I did.
And would you talk about that?
Well, Cyndi knew how much I loved Joni, because I was like flipping out. She's on the show, and I was like, oh my God. Like,
it's incredible.
And then when it came time for the Hollywood Bowl show, there were rehearsals, and Cyndi asked me if I wanted to come and watch their rehearsal and just be in the same room. Like I have this thing when like I really look up to someone so much that like I don't really want to meet them, because I just I don't know. It's just like, it's not that I know they're a person. I know they're a human being, but like I get really freaked out about it. And
I get it.
So I was just in the room, and then of course at the end, Cindy's like, "Get up, you gotta say hi." And I was like, "Oh no." She's like, "You have to." And I was like, "Oh my God." And I walked up to Joni and I said, "Hi, you're one of my greatest teachers. Thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you." And she goes, "I like your sweater." And that was the best. That's all it had to be. That's all it had to be.
That's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That reminds me of, in a way, Brandi Carlile's song about Joni.
I know. It's such a pretty song.
Where she says, I tell you I love you and you say, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I love you in your way or something like
that.
It's so good.
It's that. Yeah. It's that. She's just so special.
Yeah. I interviewed Brandi Carlile ages ago when she was about to perform for Joni's 75th birthday party. And we talked a lot about kind of really what the whole purpose of my podcast is and my conversations, which is getting to the intersection of art and activism and protest music. And would you talk a little bit about how that fits into your music?
Sure. I mean, I think in the last year or so, I just like a switch kind of flipped on where I just don't want to. I don't just like be an artist that isn't really saying anything.
Yeah. With
the songs and with the message. No shame to anyone, because I think there's a function of like pop music, like pop music. Like there's we need ways to like, have fun and be, and I love, and I like, that's so important. I have my music for that too. But for my art, I just wanted to be about something not bigger, but just this is just such I think it's a novel time. Every time I meet somebody who's like over the age of 70 recently, I always ask them, has it ever felt like this?
Yeah.
And they always say no. They always say no. And people who are above 70 have seen a lot in this country.
Yeah. I'm not above 70.
Of course you're not.
But I've been around a while, and I thought, I came out during the height of the AIDS crisis. And, as a lesbian, it's like, oh, you don't have to worry about anything, which is true, except being surrounded by all of that, made me a hypochondriac. And I didn't think I was going to live past any age, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that affected me a great deal when I was very young. And, but no, this is different.
It's different.
Yeah.
There's a different wind blowing.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
Well, to that end, so for those of you who are listening and can't see, Jake has this beautiful guitar that he may or may not have named while we were sitting here earlier.
I don't think I've named it yet.
Okay.
I think I need to
I think that's fair.
pray about that a little more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. But Jake is going to sing a song for us that is really about art and activism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I'm
excited.
Thank you for
I'm really excited.
letting me sing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the song I'd love to play you is it's one I wrote last fall. I haven't released it yet. But it just kind of came through me, and I wrote it pretty quickly. And
what's it called?
It's called Love One Another. Yeah.
I feel really honored.
What a concept.
I mean, you'd think.
Yeah. And I bought a harmonica. So
I know you've got
I'm
a
learning
whole
it
setup.
very slowly, so bear with me. Out of the blue, you fell right through nothing. Saw you out there with your wounded heart pumping. One day I swear I'll get us a nice something. We'll go somewhere where nobody cares. Beautiful hearts, all shattered and blue. Oh, beautiful stars scattered and far from me and you. Oh, beautiful people, why can't you see? If I am your neighbor, I should be there for whatever you need. We gotta help each other. Love one another. Maybe one day we'll end at the same function. You'll walk my way and I'll feel my heart thumping. We'll go somewhere, the wind in your hair running. We'll go somewhere where nobody cares. Beautiful hearts, oh, beautiful hearts of the red, white, and blue. If you are hurting for what it's worth, I'm hurting too. We gotta help each other, love one another. Thank you.
Oh my God. I have to just grab your hand.
Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you.
Music does that. Like,
music's powerful.
It's powerful.
It's like our friend.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel really, really grateful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me sing that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Now I'm like, what do I even go into? I should have asked this question before you almost put me in tears with your beautiful song. But I was listening to a bunch of your music, or, I have listened over the years, but came up on Apple Music. I didn't know that you covered Only You.
I did.
Which is a song that was a big deal when I was coming out. So I just wonder what your Only You, I know it by Yaz. And I just wonder what your introduction to that song was.
I wish it was a better story. But basically what happened when I was 19, I signed my first publishing deal. So essentially that means I was like given an advance to like write music in Nashville. And publishing companies, like, they own all these copyrights and they wanted to be able to like pitch my songs for things. So they gave me a list of songs. They're like, hey, do you want to record any of these? And I was like, okay. And I picked out my favorites.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I did I'll Stand By You because my mom's favorite band's the Pretenders.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
And I love that song too. And so it was
yeah.
I don't know if that's silly, but it's the real story.
I love a real story. Yeah. I was impressed as an 80s kid. I was like,
it's a great song.
It's so good. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. And I have two more questions and then we have a game to get to.
Great.
And first, Jake, do you have a message for queer youth at this time?
Of course.
And I should say, I mentioned it earlier, I am on the board of It Gets Better. And so I'm working with queer youth and trying to improve their lives at this time. So thank you.
Yeah. I guess I just hope that any person who's queer, who's young right now in America or in the world, I hope they know how special they are and how I think the gifts that are inherent to queerness are so essential to society and they bring us so many beautiful things. And you, as hard as you can, don't let anybody keep you from doing that. I think that's it. And just know that there are people, you will find people who will always love you unconditionally. Those people are out there.
Yes, that's very true.
Those people are out there. There are people that love you and believe in you. And I pray we all find that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
My last question. What are you holding space for?
Oh. Hamnet.
Oh.
100% Hamnet.
Oh.
It's blown my mind. I've seen it twice.
Incredible. What is it about Hamnet that's really
Have you seen it?
I have.
Okay.
I have, but I need to know what you're...
I won't do spoilers because I'm sure people listening, there's some people, because I really think people should see it.
Yes. Also, she went to my, Chloe Zhao went to my alma mater, which is...
Really?
Yeah. I don't know her, but we were there at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a huge fan of her. I think to have a movie right now that's like so intense and about grief, but also like the central message of it being to keep your heart open. Yeah. It's like, I think that's kind of what it is right now. It's like, it just feels like grief and shock and horror. And it's like, but also keep your heart open, like don't stop being good.
Mm-hmm. I really like that you extrapolated that message from this film that is about something specific, but you've made it very universal, or your interpretation.
Yeah, I think art can do that. I think art shows us these things. And that's why it's so essential, you know? That's why, and so many great things have been made by queer people.
Yeah.
In particular, you know?
Oh my God, I know.
And
Thank God.
I just really appreciate that.
Thank God for us.
Yeah. Thank God for us.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I have one final thing I need to do, which is we have a game.
Okay.
It's an easy one. It's called Hold, Give, Drop. So you're going to pick from this hat 3 things. One of them, you'll pick the 3, then look at them. One you're going to hold on to because you need it or you want it or you know.
Okay.
One you're going to give to me because you think maybe I need or could use it. And the other one is just a drop.
And I'm allowed to look at them? These are random.
Well, you're going to pick them randomly.
Okay.
And then of the three,
got it,
you
got
have
it.
to choose.
Okay.
So it's kind of F, Marry, Kill, but it's sweeter
But
than
the
that.
divination version.
Yes.
It's divination.
Yes.
And the theme is the theme.
Oh, the theme. Yeah, okay. Sorry. It's Cyndi Lauper songs.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay.
So
wait, one more time. One for me, one for you.
and then one, maybe you don't have a relationship to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to, you know what? Listen, I always do this. You don't have to drop it.
Okay.
You know, you can decide what to do with the third
okay.
one. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
I like the hat you chose, Joao.
No, I like to be team. I don't like the guest. I think
You pick a hat for the guest.
I like. This is your actual hat?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's cute. I want to see it on later.
Okay. Do I give you this back?
Joao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, I have to keep. Oh.
It's hard.
This is hard. I'm gonna overthink this. I think you should take True Colors.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's yours.
Yeah, that album has a lot of meaning for me.
I'm going to take Sally's Pigeons.
Yes.
And then Change of Heart, which I think is an excellent song, and she did that on tour.
Yeah.
I will say it was my cue song that I needed to get ready because it was like 2 before my song.
Okay.
And so I have to let go of it because I'm like, oh no, like, where's my clothes?
Right.
When I hear it, I kind of have a response that like, oh, like, because I was never as ready as I should have been.
Story of my life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I have to let go of Change of Heart.
Okay.
But it's not because the song isn't great.
That's fair.
It's my trauma with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Would you talk a little bit about why you chose Sally's Pigeons?
Well, we talked about it a little bit earlier, so that's really, and we talked about True Colors too, that's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I love this part in the show because Cyndi would tell this really powerful story. And towards the beginning of tour, I was figuring out my set. Like sets kind of changed through tours for me. You find out what's really working, you find out what's maybe it needs work. And I found myself kind of being a little like being political and just saying a few things. And I think the next day, Cyndi and I were talking and she said, Jake, you don't need to preach. Just tell your story.
Yeah.
And like, that was, I think, some of the best advice I'd ever gotten because like everybody loves a story.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But the moment people kind of feel like you're trying to make them think something or like, it's like, no, we have to connect as humans, you know?
Yeah, that's important.
And she did that with this one. So I think that's why I'm keeping it. Because I also love doves and pigeons are in the same family.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
They're a little less fancy.
I like a pigeon.
I know, I do too. I'm a big fan. So I'm keeping Sally's Pigeons.
Good. And thank you for True Colors.
And I gave that to you for obvious, beautiful reasons.
Yeah. It has a lot of deep meaning and it goes way back for me. So thank you. Jake, this has been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if you can tell, I teared up a couple times talking to you. kept it at bay, but thank you so much. And would you just let folks know where they can find you?
Sure. It's just my name. Just Jake Wesley Rogers on all the things. Yeah.
Yeah. So follow Jake on all the things.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Thank you for having me. This is beautiful.
Thank you for listening to Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist. Holding Space with Tracy E. Gilchrist is a main character production hosted by me, Tracy E. Gilchrist, produced by Joelle Del Stella, co-produced by Mason May, editing and sound by Nick Walker, and executive produced by Joelle Del Stella and Tracy E. Gilchrist